Condo living is very popular in Hawaii. They can offer residents the best of both worlds, a hassle-free lifestyle and enjoying incredible amenities at your fingertips, like beautiful pools with luxury decks with cabanas and ocean views. But condos, they're definitely not always what they appear to be, even the ultra luxury condos. So today, I'm giving you a checklist you can use to do your due diligence if you're thinking about buying a condo. Knowing what to watch out for can protect you from unhappy surprises and save you lots of costs and headaches down the road. Aloha, I'm Chris Shomo, real estate agent and owner and founder of Home Sweet Home Hawaii Real Estate, brokered by eXp Realty. Welcome to our channel. The median sales price for condos on the island of Oahu, for example, last year was $515,000. But when you're eyeing those newer towers in Kaka'ako outside Waikiki, heck, they usually start in the $1.5 million range and can go high up to the multiple of millions, depending on distance from the ocean and the luxury appointments and amenities that they offer. If you're thinking about buying a condo, before you put an offer in, let's chat about some important things to keep in mind to make sure you find the perfect spot for you and your ohana. Number one is underinsured condo buildings. This is unfortunately a major issue across the board, no matter which island you're looking to buy. So right now, it's probably the number one deal breaker if you're not paying cash for your property and you need a finance. It started in mid-2024. Mortgage lenders require full hurricane insurance coverage in order for them to fund your loan. But insurance companies have increased their rates so much that condo associations, they aren't able to pull it off. This is all amplified from the recent calamities across the US, mostly with the hurricanes like off the coast of Florida, for example, and the fires in Maui. Insurance companies, they're increasing their insurance requirements to the condo tower HOAs, and they're usually unable to afford the increases from their current HOA fees and their condo reserve funds. So because of this, many condo tower associations, they're figuring out what's next. Like, are they gonna raise HOA fees or charge special assessments to condo owners to make up for the financial gap of insurance? Each condo tower and HOA have different stances, which is why it's crucial to get ahead of it and do research even before you make your offer on the property. Actually, especially before you make the offer on the property. It could be an absolute deal breaker for you. Speaking of special assessments, like what are they? Imagine your condo building needs a big repair, like fixing a roof or updating the elevators. A bigger problem we've been seeing in several of the newer condos, there are actually unexpected plumbing issues in main sewer lines, like running vertically in the buildings. So when this happens, the regular maintenance fees, they're not enough to cover these costs. That's when all the condo owners likely have to spend extra money called special assessments. It's super important to ask if there have been any special assessments, not only in the past, but more importantly, if there are any planned for the future. This way, you won't be surprised by any unexpected costs. Speaking along those lines, you want to check the building's condition, obviously, right? Now, older buildings tend to need more repairs. Find out if big things like the roof, plumbing, and electrical systems have been taken care of recently. This goes back to the concerns of having a special assessment. And also, the older buildings, they're going to need bigger maintenance budgets. Also, ask the building manager or on-site manager about maintenance plans. See if there's a plan to keep everything in good shape. Regular upkeep can prevent bigger problems later on. And those costs, they're often already planned within the budget of the HOA fees. Also, you want to make sure that the condo you're buying is fee simple versus leasehold. Leaseholds, for example, like I'll get a call, hey Chris, I saw this awesome condo in Hawaii Kai right on the water for 350 grand. And oh man, it's amazing. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms right on the water, man, overlooking the marina. You can see the ocean in the distance, mountain views too. My typical response is, now hold on a minute. I know those hot condos, they typically sell for 1.2 million. That condo you saw on the website that starts with a Z, rhymes with pillow, It's not telling you if it's a leasehold property or not. In Hawaii, you'll see properties for sale that are much lower in cost than your typical condo or single family home. And that's because they're leasehold, which means that only the lease is for sale. You own the actual structure, but not the land that it's on. And as the lease nears its expiration date, the less the lease is worth. It's not very often that a leasehold is beneficial. It really depends on the circumstance, whether you're an investor or what have you. So what most people want is traditional ownership, which is called fee simple. Now, if you want to dive deeper into this topic, check out our video on leaseholds versus fee simple. We have a link to it in the description below. Now, if you're a pet owner, you want to check out the pet policies. Can your furry friends come with you too? If you have pets or plan to get one down the road, make sure the condo actually allows the pet, whether it's a dog or cat. Out of 322 condo buildings on Oahu, 142 of those buildings actually don't allow pets at all. Most condos have rules about the number of pets that are allowed, or the size of the pet that's allowed, or rules on even the type of pet. So always check the condo's pet policy to ensure your furry family members are welcome. We also have a video specifically on condos that allow pets you'll want to check out that is going to save you literally hundreds of hours on your condo search. We've got that link below for you as well. By the way, if you found this video helpful so far, please feel free to hit the like button for us. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and tap the notification bell. That way you can be notified when we roll out a new video and keep you in the loop on the Hawaii real estate market. Okay, moving on to another very important topic is understanding homeowners association fees, otherwise known as HOA fees or maintenance fees. Living in a condo means being part of a community, and there are shared costs for things like landscaping, security, and amenities like pools or gyms. These costs are covered by HOA fees, so it's important to know the monthly fee. Ask how much you'll need to pay each month. Your realtor will have access to that information. The maintenance fees usually aren't listed on the real estate websites like Zillow and Redfin. And find out what those maintenance fees include. Typically they'll cover sewer and water, and you'd be surprised, sometimes they can include basic cable and even electricity and gas. So knowing the maintenance fees costs in advance definitely help you plan your budget better. And check for planned increases. Sometimes the fees go up. Now typically maintenance fees do increase over time by small percentages, but ask again if there are any plans to raise these fees soon, a future special assessment. And this goes back to the special assessments that we addressed earlier, and especially if you're buying into an older building. Now let's talk about house rules. What can and can't you do? Every condo has its own set of rules to keep things running smoothly. Things might include quiet hours, like times when you need to keep noise levels down, and renovation guidelines. For example, if you want to switch out the flooring from carpet to hardwood or vinyl flooring, it might require underlayment, that type of thing. Oftentimes the HOA will have their own list of what models they'd like the homeowners to use. And other rules can include something like putting up exterior Christmas decorations or whatever. Also, condominiums have shared common area space. So how you can use these shared spaces like lounges or barbecue areas. Do you have to schedule in advance if you want to use the movie screening room or party room or cabanas or whatever? If so, how far in advance? You get the idea. So obviously you want to make sure you're okay with these rules before buying. Now, during the escrow process, the condominium documents are actually going to be provided to you by the seller as part of the terms of the contract. So if you don't like the terms, then you have grounds for canceling the contract. Another big one for condominium buyers is parking and storage. Is there enough space? We all know that storage is a huge commodity in Hawaii. And parking, it can be tricky, especially in some areas of Oahu. So find out how many parking spots do you get with your condo. Some units come with 1 or 2 more spots, and others might not have any at all. And sometimes you can rent a parking spot from another owner in the building. And occasionally you'll see an owner selling a parking spot, believe it or not, and they can sell for, as high as $30,000 to $100,000. And that actually includes storage facilities as well. And is there guest parking? Is there space for your visitors to park? There usually are a few spots, but sometimes you'll need more. When it comes to storage options, storage is a commodity like I mentioned in Hawaii. If you have a lot of stuff, see if there's extra storage available. Some condos have storage units, some don't, even the new ones. So you want to make sure you have storage facilities that are close by if you need it. Now, some buyers think about short-term rentals if your condo can be rented out in the first place. If you're thinking about renting your condo on platforms like Airbnb or VRBO, know that Oahu has strict rules about short-term rentals, and the Honolulu County seems to push more rules, it seems like almost every year. Now, most condos don't allow short-term rentals. Make sure to check on this. There are entire areas that are resort zoned, and there are individual buildings that are approved, and then there's a small number of non-conforming use certificates, what we call NUCs, which were grandfathered vacation rentals before October 1986, and they don't issue new NUCs any longer. So outside of these three examples, short-term rentals are not allowed, and you will get hefty fines for operating them illegally. So the shortest length of time you can rent out your condo, typically that's not a short-term rental, is 30 days. Now, another thing to really keep in mind is the resale value. Thinking about the future. Even if you plan to stay for a long time, it's smart to consider market trends. So some areas, they might have homes that increase in value more than others. That's actually typical. And upcoming developments like new shops, schools, or parks, they can make a neighborhood more desirable. But on the contrary, if you buy an ocean view condo and another high-rise is slated to go up in front of you, that's gonna hurt the value of your condo. And in Kaka'ako, for example, which is next to downtown Honolulu, there are a lot of high-rises that are planned and haven't been built yet. They're constantly going up, and it's constant construction. And there you have it, what to look out for when buying a condo in Hawaii. Are there any questions or concerns that you have that we didn't cover? Feel free to write them in the comments section below. If you found this video helpful, please let us know by liking the video, subscribing to our channel, and tapping the notification bell. That way you can be notified when we roll out a new video and keep you in the loop on the Hawaii real estate market. Also, if you are looking to buy and invest here in Hawaii, whether your move is in 9 days or 9 months from now, feel free to reach out to me. We're here to guide you every step of the way. You can text, call, or email me. My contact info is below. Here at Home Sweet Home Hawaii, we're here to make your move a smooth and enjoyable experience. Mahalo for watching, and until next time, aloha.